Good Sunday, everyone. My name is Bill. I'm an alcoholic. I've been sober now 1 year, 4 months, 29 days. For the last week, since the last videos, I've been contemplating how I wanted to go about getting back to the beginning. I've had a weekly update since almost the same amount of time I've been sober. So kind of hard to backtrack. So I'm going to do the best I can. I think I'm going to go in stages as I felt that I elevated, as I made it to the next plateau, as I was climbing out of the hole. So I'm going to drop back to the first day and probably the first 3 months of my sobriety, which were the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my life. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Sorry about that. And most heart-wrenching thing I've ever done. And I'm getting choked up just thinking about the whole thing. 1 year, 4 months, 29 days ago, I woke up on my floor. Felt like I was dead. Felt like I was dying. And saw no other way out than to finally ask for forgiveness from the Lord and help me survive, help me get sober. First couple days I was still kind of numb. I had enough booze in me the night before. It probably would have killed most people just by alcohol poisoning. But as I said in some of my other videos, day one was probably a huge hangover day. I was pretty used to those, so I didn't really wasn't that hard. Day two, the hangover was gone, and confusion started setting in, like, hey, what's going on here? Why aren't we drinking? We're starting to feel shit. Day one and two, I made a few phone calls to some people, asked for help, asked for advice. Made an appointment for the following Wednesday, or I guess it'd be day 3 of my sobriety. Made an appointment to meet my therapist. Again, I've said it in many videos, she's a godsend. I don't think I would have made it this far without her and everything else that's been going on in my life. But looking back and remembering everything, if you are sober now, you probably know what I went through. If you're trying to get sober now, it does get easier. It does get better. I know the pain of what you're going through now. I was there. As I said, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I've buried family members. I've buried friends. I I was a volunteer fireman. I've seen dead people, burnt to a crisp, dead in car accidents. People who are talking to you, you find out later they ended up dying as you cut them out of a car. I've seen a lot of shit. Still was nothing like the darkness that I was sitting in those first few months, trying to make sense of everything that was going on. And I was weak. I was a coward. I was depressed. I had anxiety through the roof. I was even suicidal. I couldn't. Once that emotional floodgate was open, I've drank for years to suppress feelings that I never wanted to feel, problems I never wanted to deal with, and it was unbearable. Now, those of you that are watching this that have been with me since day one, you guys can all pretty much relate to what I'm saying. I was searching for answers. I was still playing the self-pity card because I didn't know any better. It's taken me a long time to realize I've always owned up to what I did, but I was still using that self-pity card that, why me? Why is this happening to me? And sleep, I don't even know what that was. I was sick all the time. I was throwing up. I went through DTs for the longest time. I went through night terrors, waking up in cold sweats. Just wanting to die. I didn't want to drink because I was afraid where that was going. And I knew I was strong. I knew I could do it. And I did everything in my power to stay away from any situations that would potentially lead me to saying fuck this and start drinking again. That was painful in its own. I gave up everything I knew, everybody I knew. So I'm gonna sit here and tell you I was very lonely. Also, I had people that reached out to me. I had support that I could call, text. My therapist every week, only for an hour. That's all I could afford, but that hour saved me. The gym. My son helped me get to the gym. We went almost every day. I'm not sure if we ever skipped a day, or if he did and I would go by myself. I didn't have a job. I had ruined a few of them along the way. I had nobody at home other than him, but he wasn't here a lot because he had to work. And I tried to be strong. Sorry. I tried to be strong because that's what we're supposed to be, right? We're supposed to be big, strong guys. We can get through anything. I'm not sure how I made it through. It was a struggle. Sorry. It's hard to look back because I've come so far. I beat that stage. It was through will and testament that I made it through. I can tell you that the hard work, what I thought was suffering, pain, confusion, heartache, depression, anxiety, it was all worth it now. I suppose it was worth it then. I have some excellent kids. I have some excellent family members. I got a lot of excellent friends that have been here since day one, patting me on the ass and letting me know, hey, we got your back, you can do this. So, lots of prayers. God gave me the strength to see my way through. And if you watched any of my other videos, you know I wasn't a religious man. I am a very religious man now. I believe in God. I believe in everything that He has given me and helped me through. All of these stages I've made it through. But more so when He picked me up off my floor and showed me that path. That's the way you gotta go. The way you were doing it was not working no more. And it wasn't. I ruined relationships with people. I really ruined relationships with my significant others. I almost ruined relationships with my children. And I'm slowly making amends with those that I can. There's people out there that don't want to hear from me, and that's fine. I just want to let you all know, we do recover. It does get better. Stay the course. Make a phone call. If you need to go to a meeting, go to a meeting. I'm not saying every therapist out there is the best. I lucked out and I found the one that was supposed to be for me. And I can sit here and tell you right now, everything I've gone through has been worth it. I believe it's made me a stronger man, a more emotional man, more spiritual man, a more loving man. And I'm not afraid to cry anymore. I shed tears. I don't think it makes me less of a man. I know the cliche, men don't cry, boys don't cry. I cry. I've shed a lot of tears throughout this journey. I probably shed more in those first 3 months than I have in my entire life. I had always suppressed any of those feelings. You can do it. I'm living proof it's possible. I've been slowly killing myself for 32 years. And I almost got it done. Almost a year and 5 months ago. I want to live. I'm happy living. I appreciate every little thing, every little day. I try to stay positive. I find the smallest thing to be positive about, whether it's the first breath I take as soon as I open my eyes in the morning. I got another day. I don't care what the day is. I'm alive. I don't think I would have been if it wasn't for everybody and everything during those first 3-4 months. Since I did make it through my last night of drinking, which could have ended badly too. I might not be making these videos. My kids might have been visiting my tombstone instead of FaceTiming me or seeing me every day. Texting, calling, depending on where you live, where they live. You want it, you'll do it. I wanted it. I needed it. I didn't get no big rewards other than life. In the beginning, I thought, I keep staying sober, I get better. I'd get this back, I'd do that, I'd get this. No. There was no big reward other than my life. And that's the biggest reward I could have ever had. I didn't think about it then. I thought about the small picture. I'd get my ex back. Didn't happen. I'm not sad. I'm alive. I wish her no harm. I hope someday she will forgive me for what I did. But I can't do that for her. I'm here. I get to make a video. This is my 5th one. Hopefully hopefully this is the darkest one through the rest of the series, but it was a dark time. And I know the hell you've gone through, you will go through. And even I'm a comment away. I'll share my phone number, I'll share my whatever I need to help you out, whatever it is you're going through at the moment. I've been there, I've seen it. I laid in bed for days, only to leave to grab a quick bite to eat when I could eat. I don't think I'd ever been so sick. I don't think I've ever had that many feelings. I knew how to love. I don't know if I ever truly loved. I never loved myself. I learned how to do that. As I said before, we do recover. We gotta want it. Sometimes it takes losing everything. Luckily, not at all. For me. I hope somebody out there finds this video helpful. If anybody else has any questions, comments, something they want me to talk about in one of my videos, please leave a comment in the comment section. A lot of the sobriety sites I'm involved in through social media, I'm not allowed to self-promote. So if any of you people watching this know anyone that may need it or need somebody to talk to, please pass on my information. I'll share everything I've learned. I had people share their stories with me, their tools. I have people that share with me every day, and I turn around and share it with you on my posts every morning. So I hope you all had a blessed Sunday. As you see, I'm in Bonnie's gear. Go Bonnies. They play at 7:30 today against Davidson. College 15 minutes down the street from here. Unfortunately, COVID doesn't allow any fans, but maybe next year. I'm going to sign off. Please have a blessed Sunday, and much love, positive vibes. Love you all.